All right, I am now going to show you how to cut up a chicken breast. So I have a boneless, skinless chicken breast here. I know a lot of you don't like touching raw meat. I totally get it because it does feel funny, but you'll get used to it, and it's something you'll be doing a lot as you get older, so might as well get used to it now. So you can see on this chicken breast, we're just going to trim off the fat. So this little white piece here, basically those whiter pieces, that is fat, and that's what you want to trim off. I am putting this in stir fry later, so I have a bowl here. I'm going to cut it up into bite-sized pieces, put some soy sauce on, and let it marinate a couple hours before I do that. So with raw meat, I cut up vegetables on this cutting board prior, but I didn't wash it in between. You can wash it, but I always like to do the vegetables and stuff first before raw meat. If you were to cut up your raw meat first, you wouldn't want to then cut up your vegetables without washing this, because you really want to watch out and not cross-contaminate. So anytime you're working with raw meat, once you're done cutting it up, wash everything. Wash the cutting board, wash your hands, wash your knife, just so you're not contaminating everything. And another thing that has been posted, I don't know if you guys see it, probably not, on social media, is about washing chicken. You never want to wash your chicken. The reason for that is if you were to take this chicken breast and hold it under running water, what's going to happen is that water is going to splash off of it. So what you're doing is any germs, any bacteria that's on your chicken is now getting splattered all over your kitchen. So you never have to wash it. You're just going to cut it up, trim off the fat, and you're good to go. And then when you cook it, you just want to make sure that you're cooking it long enough to cook it all the way through, and that cooking is what's going to kill the bacteria. You're not going to do anything just by rinsing it off. That's not killing bacteria, it's not getting rid of bacteria, it's simply just spreading it all over your kitchen. So you don't want to do that. So you are just going to, like I said, take your knife and trim off the little pieces of fat that you see, and you can just put it right into your scrap bowl. So just do the best you can. You don't want to cut off too much of the chicken because you don't want to waste it, but you can get off as much of that, and some of it just pulls right off. So any parts that you see, just cut off this small amount. Can be a little hard sometimes, but just do the best you can. If you leave it on there, you can always cut it off after it's cooked while you're eating it. That's fine. So once you've kind of checked it out, see, you can see here I have some little bits here, so I'm just going to cut that off. And then you have your chicken breast here, and it's ready to go. So just like other things, you're just gonna cut it up. Usually just cut it into strips, and then you can cut it into smaller pieces. Again, we're making stir fry, so I'm trying to keep everything similar in shape so it cooks evenly. So I just have these little pieces, just gonna, like I said, put them in my bowl over here. If you had chicken, if you were working with frozen chicken breasts, obviously you want to defrost them first before you start cutting them. And then when we get into the stir fry part, you're going to actually cook all the chicken all the way through before we add any of the vegetables that we chopped up. So with your chicken breast, like I said, just try to cut it in uniform pieces. And I'm going to cut up another one and put that in some soy sauce. But then, like I said, washing all your stuff is really important at this point because we're touching raw meat. So wash your hands, wash your knife, wash your cutting board, all with hot soapy water, and you'll be good to go.